Assalamualaikum. Today we are presenting the forensic analysis for case number NTG T7 2025, titled The Vanishing Folder. This investigation focuses on a ransomware attack executed via a phishing scam. Moving to the case overview, the incident occurred on March 15, 2025. As you can see here, the trigger was an employee being deceived into uploading files to a fake government audit portal. This resulted in the encryption of Project Titan data and financial records. The attackers issued an extortion demand of 2 Bitcoin with a strict 72-hour deadline. The attack relied on homograph spoofing, where the attacker used a malicious email address that closely resembled a legitimate corporate email. Specifically, the letter M was replaced with RN, which visually looks almost identical. This trick successfully convinced the victim to upload sensitive company data to a fake government audit portal controlled by the attacker. The primary victim in this case was Next-Gen Tech, whose was disrupted. The secondary victim was Ahmad Safwan, a junior system engineer who acted in good faith and was manipulated through social engineering. The suspect is an unknown cybercriminal who impersonated the head of operations and exploited authority, urgency, and trust to carry out the attack. The incident was discovered within minutes. At 2:36 p.m., the employee completed the task and sent confirmation. And at 2:37 p.m., the real supervisor denied ever making such a request. And by 2:40 p.m., the employee discovered that the company folder had been encrypted and a ransom note had appeared confirming a ransomware attack. Several key pieces of digital evidence were collected during the investigation. This included a screenshot of the phishing email, encrypted directories with a ransom note, WhatsApp communication logs, and most importantly, browser web cache file, which later became critical evidence in the forensic analysis. A proper chain of custody was maintained throughout the investigation. Each piece of evidence was identified, timestamped, and preserved to ensure integrity and admissibility. This step is crucial in digital forensics to prevent evidence tampering and maintaining credibility in legal proceedings. The major breakthrough occurred during web cache analysis. Investigators discovered that the phishing website used HTTP instead of HTTPS, which allowed malicious JavaScript files to be stored locally in the browser cache. These cache scripts revealed that the attacker used client-side AES GCM encryption to encrypt the victim's file. Through reverse engineering, investigators discovered that the encryption key was hard-coded in the malicious script. This design flaw allowed forensic experts to extract the key and develop a decryption script. As a result, 100% of the files were successfully decrypted and no ransom payment was made. For suspect attribution, we use OSINT techniques. We match the malware code found in the cache to a public GitHub repository. As identified on the slide, the user's Nick M. Faris is linked as the main suspect. We further confirm this by correlating the Bitcoin transaction history to this identity. The final outcome is summarized here. Financially, we saved 2 Bitcoin by refusing the ransom. Operationally, we achieved full recovery of the Project Titan files. And security-wise, the company has improved policies on email verification and HTTP blocking. In conclusion, this case proved that while social engineering can bypass defenses, digital forensic analysis is critical for recovery and investigation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. In this part of the video, I will going to discuss and analyze the digital forensic for case NTG T7 2025. Before we go further, before we open our image file, we have to check the hash file of the image file first. This is because we want to ensure the integrity of the file itself. So this is uh, the report of the image. So we have to make sure that the file checksum or the hash value is the same as the report. So let's check the hash value first. I'm just gonna use MD5 hash command, and yeah, you can see that the hash value for the report and the file itself is the same. After we have compared the hash value with the report, we can open our image file using any forensic tools such as autopsy or FTK imager, and in this case I will be using FTK imager. So let's open our evidence or our image file. Alright, so this is the content of our image file. It consists of two folders and images, two image files. Alright, so let's go through with the image file first. The first one we have the email screenshot, and the second one we have a WhatsApp conversation picture. And inside the folder, the first folder we have four different folder, and inside that we have another files. And other than that, we have a readme.txt file. So what is the content of the file? The content of the file says that the files or the folder is already encrypted, and this is a ransom text or a ransom text. And inside that we get to know a Bitcoin wallet address, and also there's a warning saying here that we cannot rename our encrypted file, we cannot attempt to decrypt ourselves, and it gives us only 72 hours to send money to this wallet account. The next folder we have is a folder consists of a cache, web browser cache. We have a lot of things here. Right, so let's start the first analysis with the first image first. We have an email address over here. You can see that it is from Muhammad Z, Next Gen Tech, and it ordered Ahmad Safwan to send a folder to this hyperlink submit here. And one thing something not right about this email, you can see over here that the way it's spelled Muhammad Z over here, it is not MU, instead it use RN. So technically we can say that this is an attempt to replicate another user. So to conclude that, we can say that this email is a phishing email address. Right, so the next image is the conversation between Muhammad Z and Ahmad Safwan. You can see that says boss, okay, since he done Muhammad Safwan already sent the folder to the website, and this is the interface of the website. And the problem over here is we do not know the address of the website, so we cannot do live analysis. But it's okay, we can do another way. After that, let's go through with the encrypted folder, and let's open any of these. So the content of this is bunch of encrypted text, and we cannot see the content of the file. None of it cannot open. Okay, let's also export it first. Better, and let's open that. And nope, it cannot open that. So it is already a truth that all of these folder or all of these files are being encrypted. So we cannot open that. Alright, so in the report, it stated that the phishing website, which is this website, is already down when we are trying to access it back. Meaning here, we cannot just go back to the history on the browser and look at the source code of the website. And one of the solution that we can do is by looking at the victim's machine web caches file. If the website uses HTTP, we can see the source code and we can reverse the script back. So that's why we get the victim's machine's cache file, so we can do cache file analysis. Alright, so this is the cache file, right? Consists of bunch of random words, right? Oh, we have image over here. Oh, what's this? Random person here. Someone smiling. Oh, let's united, and so on. So what we have to do here is by looking at every file, everything, and look for something suspicious. Alright, so we have to do analysis for each line and just looking for something suspicious that is related to the ransomware. So okay, we got something So let's try that, which is checking each line one by one. We found possibly a ransomware script over here. Ransomware script. And luckily, the website uses HTTP, which means you can see the source code over here. Look at here. It created readme.txt file. Alright. So next, I will be extract the source code or the code that we got from the catch file, and this is the file. This is the script, and you can see that it utilizes an AES to encrypt our folder. And luckily, it uses the same key for every encryption. So let's do the decryption for the victims folder on a virtual machine, on a virtual environment. I'm using VMware. So this is the victim folder. Now let's try to decrypt one of the file. Okay, over here we cannot open that. So let's try to decrypt the file using the script that I already created. So it say that we decrypted some of the file, employee warning letter, requirement shortlist dot, and yeah, you can see the employee warning letter.pdf. So let's check another file, set corporate finance. So we can see over here we have LHDN, and those are PDF file. Let's check Excel file, and yes, we can see clearly. Last but not least, what we can do from the image file is we can perform OSINT, which is open source intelligence, which is the practice of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data from public available sources. So the data that we gathered from the image is the script itself from the cache file that we got, and the second one is the Bitcoin wallet address, right? So you can just go through with the script and you can find the original poster using OSINT skill. And in Alright, so in this case I already know who did the attack, and you can see, and if we open the scenario.js file is and we compare with the script that we got, I can say that it is 100% the same. So, and also we can check the live website, and we should compare it with the information that we got over here. Almost the same. So I can say that this person did the phishing attack using a different website name, domain name. And since we already get all this data, we can do a report and take a further action. All right, that's all.